And it's live.
It is live. Joey, I'm going to start the show with an intro song. This song is dedicated to the movie The Searchers, and it is the ballad of Ethan Edwards. Those of you who know The Searchers will know the story well, and I wrote it with the help of a good friend.
Gather around, folks, I'll tell you the tale of Ethan Edwards, weathered and frail. Fought the gray in a war, blood and dust, lost his soul along with his trust. Brothers, kin fell to the Comanche night. Ethan swore vengeance, eyes burning bright. The plains whispered secrets, harsh and cold, in the land where the lost and the lonesome roam. Oh, Ethan Edwards, wanderer be, chasing shadows neath the lone oak tree. Hard like iron, so turn to rust, in the endless quest for what he must. Sun beat down on the desert sand, with his rifle in hate, he took his stand. Eyes like fire, cold as stone, every step taken deeper along. He roamed the land where the buffalo ran, seeking retribution, aim of his clan. His horse wore thin, more bone than flesh, in the wasteland where the spirit is fresh. Oh, Ethan Edwards, wanderer be, chasing shadows neath the lone oak tree. Hard like iron, so turn to rust, in the endless quest for what he must.
Yeah.
All right.
Sun beat down on the desert sand, with his rifle in hate, he took his stand. Eyes like fire, cold as a stone, every step taken deeper along. He roamed the land.
So you are listening to Joe and Brian. This is Transparency and Merit. Also, we are on Twitter, which is our X, which is Walk Against the Woke, and Mr. Midnight Movie, along with Transparency and Merit. So this Saturday, I was on a show called Chaotic Truth, and
this is unbelievable. I was at your house. You went on, and you were on hold, and I took off.
Yeah,
something crazy happened.
And then something crazy happened. I was on Chaotic Truth, and he was actually talking about Don Lemon and what Candace Owens had said to Don Lemon. And then, it's a long format show, and basically he put on Trump, who was having a campaign stop in Butler, Pennsylvania, which is my mother's hometown. She was born and raised in Butler, Pennsylvania. My grandfather was the city treasurer, and my uncle was also a treasurer. My uncle Kenny was the treasurer before my grandfather Lamont took over after he was stricken with cancer. And he was, a fairly well-known figure and person in that place. So I have some family roots there. My grandfather had the largest, the third largest printing company in the west side of Pennsylvania, and just interesting to what happened, how it happened, and again, lots of speculation about what happened. And there was a lot of speculation on my part as well, but Philadelphia is a place where a lot of leftists are, a lot of radical leftists. I mean, California as well. And I don't really know where the places are stronger for radical leftism, but I know that Pennsylvania is one of the places I've heard that could be speculation. And again, I was on the show Chaotic Truth. He was playing Trump's speech live in Butler, Pennsylvania, and during the speech, you heard this pop, 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 and all of a sudden, it was like, at first, it was like, what's going on? And I was the first one actually to speak. I was like, what the hell? And then I forget the other person's name, but he chimed in. And again, lots of speculation about how it happened, what happened, and the like. And
certainly an amazing set of circumstances when you consider that so much of this has, a lot of Trump, and a lot of the narratives have been covered by you, and then in this strange data-driven, almost personalized sort of data dumps that are thrown at us all the time. This one's weird. Certainly weird.
I wanted to just say that I have, with presidential assassinations are, my father, the day before John F. Kennedy was shot, my father, when he was stationed in Lackland Air Force Base, actually shook Kennedy's hand the day before he was assassanated. And
I actually interviewed old Boss Ross, and he told the story. I have a recording of that.
Do you have that? Can you find it, or is it like?
I've got it somewhere. But yeah, I definitely have it.
Yeah, should get up that tape because I put that on tape too. It was on an old computer, but I had taped a lot of my father's stories while he was in the Air Force. I wanted to talk more about because I know that he showed adult entertainment too, like when he was running the movie. Now he's long gone. He didn't want to get into that, but he had one of the things he did was there was a little movie theater there that he ran, and he would show regular films, sometimes a classic film, and then late at night for a couple more shekels, the old man would show a few blue movies, and I never got it, because before he talked about who he bought them from and like how the whole system got into it and stuff like that. But he didn't want to go into any more further. He didn't want to do it on tape and on camera because he was interested in his kind of his image. And actually, the person, from my understanding, that was giving him the material, he said that kind of like a wink and a nod, like, "Hey, would you want to go to the Philippines and kind of work for the CIA actually?" And what I've heard is people, because my father was kind of a wheeler dealer kind of guy. When you're kind of like that, I've heard that the CIA kind of likes that kind of person because they're good with people. And my father, like, he liked the women there, so he picked up the German language rather fluently, and he became fluent in German rather quickly, and I think he developed skills that people in some kind of powerful circles kind of liked. He had a true gift of gab, and
yes, he did.
he did kind of run. I mean, like he did kind of run things. I mean, sometimes he could be, goofy magoof off, but other times he could actually fool people with his intelligence and wit. But yeah, again, this shooting with Trump, lots of speculation, and there was a lot. I recommend I might put later on when I'm editing this, put that video clip of CT in the description, re-editing it. I might do that later on, just because I think it's a rather. I think people should look at it and look at right at the moment when that is happening, because it was kind of hard to believe our eyes what the hell was just going on. And the people that were not Trump supporters or conservative were downplaying the fact that he was shot, and they were saying it was something else, because I think that they knew that this is something that is going to increase his value. And it also shows the violence of the left. And and there's a lot of speculation right now that he was a registered Democrat, but again, why, a registered Republican, I apologize. But why would he attempt to, as a Republican, or as a person that wasn't a leftist, attempt to assassinate this person? He's hated by the left. And the left, since Trump has been in office, the left has done double time in many areas to try to hurt our speech. I mean, to try to hurt.
He's a big time trigger. He's a big time trigger. What's up, Scott, who's listening in the chat room? There's so much. I don't know how this story survives in today's age with the video breakdowns, because it doesn't withstand the scrutiny of these breakdowns. But the conversations, the narrative goes on, and it's very strong. I think if this thing succeeded in any way, it was to provide more division. What do you think?
I don't think that there's any such thing as really a master plan. I think things happen and then people put their spin on it. I believe that conspiracies happen after plans fail and they try to cover up what they did on average. And sometimes there are conspiracies to hurt people, like what they did with Trump with the Steele dossier, because they thought they were going to win, and then they pulled out another card to try to derail him. And it looks like to me that they are habitually trying to derail this man, and that the establishment seems to be against him for whatever reason. I don't know the full reason, but it seems a lot of it is Trump derangement syndrome. And it's becoming really nasty, and the establishment has sided with a far left fringe populace that has, again, in my opinion, taken control of the establishment. And I think that resistance is necessary against these individuals, against not these, but the people who are in control. I think boycotts are necessary. And then after boycotts, I think that blacklists may also be necessary, because these people have been very abusive with their power. And particularly since 2020, since the pandemic and since the riots, people have been very, like I said, abusive and I say this: if my campaign to walk against the woke became successful, my campaign slogan would be: hypocrisy is abuse and hypocrites are abusers. Joey, do you have anything to say after my long ramble?
That was like a giant scrambled egg.
And Joey, let me ask you this though: have you ever had a good steak and eggs, and do you like a good steak and eggs?
I could do a good steak and eggs about once a year. Um, and it better be a damn good one. T-bone, ribeye, I'm in. I am in. Do you have a favorite breakfast, Brian?
Well, as a diabetic, I would really like a good steak and eggs. Over easy,
Yeah,
eggs over easy, and then I think a good ribeye,
yeah.
medium, not medium rare, but for me it would be medium. Medium. How do you like your ribeye, Joey?
I used to like them rare, but there's so many people started getting in my grill over getting rare meat. I say if it's good meat, make it rare.
Yeah. Well, but back to the topic at hand.
Yes.
Again, I believe that there are a lot of unhinged individuals there saying, why, about the lack of aim that the shooter had, and I think these people are really disgusting. And you don't see that kind of thing on the right.
Well, what happened then on the show after this occurred? What was there a lot of speculation? Was a lot of rumors flying around and speculation between because the show you were on had a panel of at least 6 people at the time when I saw it. Is that what was happening?
Yes. It did have a rather large panel, and it got kind of contentious at the end. There was one person, like I said, there was one liberal. He might not be a leftist. I think he was more of a liberal and probably a liberal moderate. But he was saying all kinds of speculations that these weren't gunshots.
Right.
When now it's been proven. I mean, like it's been proven that they were gunshots, and yeah. So we're just kind of getting into the swing of things and what's been happening here.
Yeah.
And again, to me, the left is showing who they are, what they are, and what they're all about. And to me, even the people who say that violence is not the answer, in my opinion, they have emboldened these unhinged lunatics since the pandemic, since BLM. And I think that, I think that I would like to see Congress have hearings on the pandemic and also on the BLM protests and riots. Who fomented this? Who stirred the pot in this country and stirred the pot in this culture? And I think we have to get into the this culture war and battle against it. It's not just the left, Brian. It's the whole system. I tend to think that it's primarily the left, and they are the culturally captured left in this country that has taken control and taken power. And in my opinion, these people need to be called out. We need to boycott, strategically boycott their companies, and then end up in the end also blacklisting some of their members because we have to kind of escalate things and make hardship, because these people have made hardship on others. And I think the key to resistance is reciprocity to some of these bad actors. And
none of this, by the way, changes any of our game plan. Our game plan is to stay true to being able to speak with our wallets and to not support the big corporations, especially that don't agree with our sensibilities.
Absolutely. And they have to believe in the First Amendment. They have to believe that the internet is the court of public opinion, and it is open to everyone, and let the public decide. We are adults, and we can decipher good and bad information. This was the way it was. This is the way it should be. And there are people that have interfered with that, particularly woke nonprofits like the ADL, like the SPLC, like Color of Change. And I think we have to find out who their members are and what they've done. and the kinds of things that they've done to others, and see if we can give them a taste of their own medicine, because that's what I want to see. I want to see, I want things to be even Steven, Joey. Even Steven. You do to me, I do to you. That's
right.
what it should be, isn't it?
And I can answer that. And I can answer that question, Scott. I think, if anything, Joe Biden looked more awake and alive today, talking in his little speech that was prepared for him. He finally kind of woke up a little bit, but who cares? I mean, he's already dust. Anyways, go ahead.
Well, the truth is, we never know how things are going to happen, and do I have faith in our elections? I don't have faith. Listen, the establishment, the legacy media and the establishment has built up so much distrust within our system. And to me, again, it is part of the culturally captured, egocentric midwits in this country that need to be, in my opinion, dealt with. They need to be, we need to have public hearings. They need to answer a few things. We need to have public trials. We need to have courts out there. We need to know why these things happened. And again, we need the court. If Congress isn't going to answer our questions, we need a place to have a court of public opinion and to say what's going on here and what do we do about it and how do we handle it? How do we handle these corporations that give money to BLM, that give money to Color of Change, that give money to some of these organizations that strive to take away your freedom and mine, Joey?
Has the free mind standard dropped so low that they don't care that they've been lied to and time over time after time after time? And what the one problem I think that we all face even more than any of that is division. And everybody has an opinion now, and nobody seems to want to put their egos. Well, I should say nobody, but there's too many egos that are going unchecked, and it's making it very hard to really kind of throw out, like, put out what's real, what's of real consequence and substance, and in return, people are accepting a lot of nonsense. So people have to be discriminating, and they have to raise the bar, and they have to vote with their wallet, and not support horrible companies that are doing more harm than good.
Now, Joey, I think I'm going to play a song. This is a rock anthem inspired by both the movie and the book First Blood. This is called Move On.
Okay, did that guy on the rooftop look like Scott? Just wondering.
You know what? A little bit. Let's just tell me what you think of this song, Joey. And then I think this is a song. I might have to, it might be wrong, but let's see this song.
In a small town under the sun, seems those bags won't be undone. Came a drifter lost and torn, a soldier back from battles worn. Sheriff said, move along, but the silence felt so wrong. Rambo's eyes filled with grit, war in his heart won't quit. Don't push me, don't stop the fight. I'm not looking for your light. First blood ain't what I want, but don't you dare heart. They're both from different wars, fought for freedom and the cause. One in Korea's bitter cold, one in Nam's forest bold. He's so Charlie, his command. Rambo is no place to land. They clash in this quiet town, walls round him falling down. Don't push me, don't start the fight. I'm not looking for your light. First blood ain't what I want, but don't you dare heart. know you're like. First blood ain't what I want, but don't you dare horse. They're both from different wars, but fought for freedom and the cause. One in Korea's bitter cold, one in Nam Forest bold. They're both from different wars, fought for freedom and the cause. One in Korea's bitter cold, one in Korea's bitter cold, one in Nam Forest.
Joey, what did you think? Wait. Joey?
I think Scott nailed it. He said, "Very nice AI butt rock."
All right. Well, we'll have one more song. Boo hoo to you, Scotty Poo. Now you know what? I don't know. Now Scotty's in New York. Scotty, I wonder if Scotty has any family members in Pennsylvania that are soy boys like him. I'm just thinking because Scotty looked like Scotty's picture on Twitter. He looks like a soy boy Antifa Schnicky Pop. He actually had a mask on, and that was offensive. I think Joey. I think we were ready to pay this dude a little visit. You know, what the hell's wrong with you? Snap that mask off. Why were you wearing a mask? Why,
Scott? Why?
Why? Well, what is your problem? What are you, a 5-year-old? He was wearing a mask to try to intimidate people. No, you're not intimidating me. You were wearing a mask. Wait, dude, you were wearing a mask over your face. Oh, no, give me a break. All right. So we don't know if Scotty, if he knows any Antifa members in Pennsylvania. Maybe some of his comrades are coming out of the woodwork. Oh, man, I'm getting a coffee poo. So,
yes.
What the hell was I going to bloviate about, Joey? I don't know. Yeah, like I said, I think that there's a lot of violence out there, a lot of intolerance out there that is thought of as so. I mean, people are thought of as so righteous. But really they're just a bunch of egocentric midwits who think they know what is best for everyone. And not only do they try to do violence, they try to control the court of public opinion, and they really act foul and vile. Anything to add before I play one more song, Joey, and then I'll get your opinion on it?
No, go ahead and play it. Let's get to it.
All right, let me play one more. This is a song that inspired me. That with Joey, it was. Let me hear. It was. It's just called "I Control My Story," and I just wrote the line: "My life begins at the moment of my conception and ends at my death," and this is what came out of it. My story starts with a spark of life. Hold on a second here. Story starts with a spark of life. Moments made from joy and strife. And with the silence of my last breath, what's mine is the space in between birth and death. I didn't draw the map, I just walked the path. Don't hold me for what's out of my grasp. Blame me for choices, the steps I tread, not shadows cast by others dead. I am the sum of moments seen, all my faults and in-betweens. Judge me by the light I cast, not by the ghosts of someone's past. I built my world with hands of clay, mold each hour, shape each day.
Other sins don't mark my floor. I own the key to my own door. I am the son of moments seen, all my faults and in-betweens. Judge me by the light I cast, not by the ghosts of someone's past. I build my world with hands of clay, hold each hour, shape each day. Other sins don't mark my floor. I own the key to my own door. Oh, door. Every heartbeat etches lines, story written in its time.
All right, Joey, what did you think of that song?
I was about as barfy as the first one. Not bad.
What did you think of the first? You say you didn't like the Ethan Edwards one?
No, it was okay. Yeah, it needs a little work. You got to shorten it up a little bit. I think one idea, or tell a story in a verse or two, but
well,
you stretch it out over 4 minutes.
I wanted to say that the AI. I tried to do a song about Yoko Ono called "Yoko My Ono," which I think would be a $1 billion hit. By the way, I think we'd get a lot of like I'm the Beatles now. Do as I say. I'm Yoko Ono. Do it my way. And they wouldn't let me do it.
They would not let you do it.
This is what is communist China? She's Japanese, for God's sake. Why can't I do that, Joey? Give me a break.
Do not violate their rules.
Their terms are, well, we got to find another. Joey, do you think we can find another one where I can actually do the magnificent Yoko Ono song? And maybe, you know what?
Yes.
Maybe we can, because we're going to come up with the greatest Yoko Ono. I'm the master now. I'm the leader of the band now. I'm Yoko Ono. I think would be magnificent. And I think we could do a whole AI movie about Yoko Ono taking over rock bands.
Yes.
And then there might be an attempt on Yoko Ono. Who would want to Yoko?
Call it the rock band bomber.
I am the rock kamikaze. Do as I say. I am the rock and roll Tojo. Obey me now.
Do what I say. Mayday, mayday.
I think you know what? I think we know a half Asian that can actually play a young Oko and even an old Yoko. Do you know the same guy? I think he'd play a great Yoko, and he doesn't even need any costumes. He can just come out in his own dress wear,
dressed up or down as a little panda.
Yeah, like a little panda boy. And then we can do another song called "I'm the Little Panda Boy." But well, I mean, I think that the Yoko Ono song could actually be could be our anthem. I'm the master now. Do as I say. Give me a break.
We're gonna do it.
I know good music. You don't. More cowbell, please. Okay.
Yoko.
Joey, should I end this out with a song, or should
Yes. Take us out with a song.
Take us out with a song.
Take us out with a song. Thank you for joining us, peepers.
Let me see what I'm going to play here, guys. Yep. I'm going to play. This song is for Hombre, the movie Hombre. This is John Russell. I don't know which one is better though, the 3-minute one or the 2 minute and 41 minute. Let's just do this one. Here we go.
Gather around the firelight, tale of a man in the night. Arizona's heated dust made him tough, made him just. Raised by the Apache clan, White skin but an Iron Man. Stranger to the sheltered life, met the world head on with strife. Hombre, they called him John Russell. Through the troubles he did not hustle. Strong and fierce like desert's edge, carved his path, made his pledge. He faced the sun and skies, in those wild lands he thrived. Every hardship made him wise, kept his honor alive. Outlaws feared a steady hand, for justice he'd make his stand. Not for gold or land or pride, just a truth he couldn't hide. Came a storm, but he stayed still. In the end, it's heart and will. His story carried through the wind, all remind like leather skin. Stayed still. In the end, it's heart and will. His story carried through the wind, hombre mind like leather skin. He faced the sun and skies, in those wild lands he thrived. Every hardship made him wise, kept his honor alive. He faced the sun and skies, in those wild lands he thrived. Every hardship made him wise, kept his honor alive. He faced the sun and skies, in those wild lands he thrived. Every hardship made him wise, kept his honor alive.
Joey, why are my YouTube comments all
I think because you're logged into a couple accounts, so it's posting two at a time. That's all right. We have bigger fish to fry.
Yes. By the way, Joey, what did you think of the song, John Brand?
I think that you have a style, and you gotta hone it in. Not bad.
All right, guys.
Yeah. All three of the songs kind of had a similar thread to them, so just continue to tighten up the story. I like that. It was a little more easy to hear. The message was a little easier. So that third one.
All right. Well, let me see here. Let me look at the old library. All right. You know what? I'm going to play one last song, play us out. Guys, like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe now.
This is dedicated to the men of Okinawa. Seppuku pride. Like and subscribe. Seppuku pride.
Fought in the gale. By inch we made our stand on Okinawa's rugged land. We faced the fearless and loyal tide with seppuku pride inside. Every inch a bitter fight in the shadow of the night. Seppuku pride, they held on tight. We fought as they fought in the deadly night. To the bitter end with no place to hide. That's the way of seppuku pride. Death cost so dear, every heartbeat full of fear. come what may, in the heat of violent day. Shadows fell as the cannons roared, a bloody path we all endured. Clashing swords and sacrifice, and the echoes of their cries. That who pride, they held on tight. We fought as they fought in the deadly night. To the bitter end, with no place to hide. That's the way of seppuku tribe.
All right, like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. And also, if you're listening on my Twitter, like and subscribe, leave a comment down below if you like it. Thank you so much for listening. Tweet it out. Retweet it.
Tweet it.
All right, thank you.
Tweet it.
Tweet it.